Really excited about the win for us tonight. I knew this was going to be a hard fought game. Pat and I talk all the time. We're at similar junctures where we're in a heck of a league, battling to try to fight for, our own program's respect and notoriety within the league. And so anytime we play against Penn State, I know it's going to be an absolute war, and you're going to have to play incredibly hard to beat them. And I thought we did that tonight. I thought we were really ready to play. I thought in the first half we did some great things defensively. Our schemes were good. They missed some shots. They did get some looks that missed, and I thought we were in a great rhythm offensively in the first half. We kind of anticipated they were going to play that zone against us because they had so much success in the first game that we played at our place, and we couldn't throw it in the ocean. And I thought we did a great job early, hitting shots, getting great looks, got off to a great start against the zone. And then obviously being up 20 with 15 minutes to go, I knew they weren't going to go down. That's not what the Penn State program's about. They're going to fight to the end. They started making some shots that got the crowd going a little bit, that got them revved up, and we faced an enormous amount of game pressure. And for us, that's been something that's been our undoing a lot of times in this league this year, is we play great and the game is right there for us to win, and then we don't finish the job. And we've probably done that at least 3 times, maybe 4, throughout the course of the league. And that's the fine line between winning and losing and having a great year. And it was, 55-51 or whatever. It was a 4-point game. Shep made 2 free throws to cut it to 4. And I thought we dug down and we made a lot of plays. Demps, a huge 3-point play. Skelly making 5 out of 6 at the foul line when we really needed them. And it was a great team win. Really, really happy for us. I think 19 wins is the most ever in a regular season in the history of our program. We have 1 game to go back at home, have a chance to get 20 wins. And obviously us and Penn State and Nebraska are fighting hard to try to stay out of that first day in the Big Ten tournament. So that made this game very important as well. I just thought he had a great look to him. He's a senior with a senior sense of urgency. That's probably the best way I can describe it. He and Alex have been really, as Alex has now gotten his rhythm back and kind of gotten back to being the Alex we know, these last 6 games, those guys have really done a tremendous job in terms of their will as seniors to finish this off the right way and finish their careers off the way they deserve and the way they want to. And I thought Trey got us off to a fantastic start. He was driving. He got to the basket. He made some shots. And then give them credit. I thought Reeves did a really good job on him in the second half. His length, he bothered him with some shots. He blocked a couple shots. I thought Reeves' defense on Trey was good. But then give Trey credit. I thought Trey's 3-point play when it was a 4-point game was probably the biggest bucket of the game because we were bleeding a little bit. They had a tremendous amount of confidence. Their energy was going, and he drove in there, and it was a real strong move, got the 3-point play, pushed it back up to 7, and we kind of never really looked back from there. I thought we got better shots. I thought what they did a great job of in the first game was they extend their zone a little bit, and I thought it got us about 4 feet outside the 3-point line, which is what they want you to do. So instead of us shooting threes at the line in the first game, we were shooting a lot of NBA threes. And even though they were open, it's a much more difficult shot when it's 4 feet further. So we really practiced. And, fortunately for us, we played Saturday afternoon, so we had an extended preparation for this game. So we really dissected that last game we played against them. And we really talked about getting to our spots on the floor and trying to get our looks at the 3-point line and doing a better job moving the ball. I thought we hit Alex in the middle of the zone really well. He made, he had 4 assists in the first half, if not all 5. And it just got us off to a great start. But our guys, give them credit. They really locked into the preparation these last 3 days. Well, they extended their pressure. They went to 1-2-2, although I thought we did a good job. We didn't really spit it up against the press, maybe once, if that. We did have some turnovers where they went to 5 guards is what they did. They put Taylor at center, and they went to their speed lineup, and they got really quick and really aggressive, and they were switching everything. and it gave them a little juice. And then Banks hit a couple shots. Isaiah Washington hit a couple shots, and those were the guys we were going to live with them shooting a little bit. Our whole focus was to do the best job we could on Shep and Brandon. And those guys, started hitting some shots. And then it's like anything. Your home crowd gets into the game. We start feeling a little game pressure. You get a little tighter. They're feeling good, and they just rode the wave of that. And we were able to finally stop the bleeding with that big drive by Trey. Well, I'm just really proud. I thought he hit the wall, to be quite frank, in early February. And then the best thing we had happen for us was we had our bye, and we had an 8-day layoff. We had a midweek game, and then we didn't play till the next midweek. We had an 8-day break. I actually gave the guys 3 days off during that time, just to be away from the gym, the mental grind, the physical grind. It's a long year. We went overseas last summer, which makes the year even longer. And I think Aaron and Derek, you've seen they're much more lively now these last couple weeks. I think that break was great for them. And the thing that I was really proud of, guys, the last 5 minutes of this game, the lineup I had on the floor was 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores. I had Aaron Falzone and Derek Pardon in the game, 2 freshmen, with Skelly and McIntosh, 2 sophomores, and a senior. So not only for this, but I'm looking out there and I'm seeing, a core of what the future of our program. We got our most talented kid, Vic Law, who hadn't even played this year. So, that's what excites me. I see a lot of young kids out there getting better and learning through these experiences, and hopefully that'll help us as we continue to build our program. Well, I didn't get a chance to see it. We're back in the locker room. But, yeah, one of the worst nights of my life was, what happened to Drew Crawford, who I love dearly. Drew Crawford means so much to me, for him sticking with me when I first got the job, and him being that bridge. I feel like he's the bridge, of this program from where it was and not in a bad place to where we're trying to take it. And his senior night was just, I think we scored 32 points in the game, and Penn State beat us by about 25 or whatever it was, and they came in and just drilled us. And senior nights are tough sometimes because there's so much emotion that's involved. And I remember as a player, you're emotional because it's 4 years of blood, sweat, and tears, and it's your last time on the floor in front of fans you love, coaches you love, teammates you love. And sometimes you get a little bit out of whack emotionally. And I'm not saying that's what happened with them, but you see sometimes that it's tough, especially to start the game, because there's just more on the table than a regular game. All right, guys, thank you.